feel like the only thing I would need to complete my blame game bingo card is if someone comes out and says mistakes were made. What happened next is shocking to watch, not because it's graphic, but because it's hard to imagine how this failure in perimeter security in advance could happen. Attendees standing here noticed the shooter already on top of the roof. It was recorded on video and posted on X by an attendee in the crowd who spotted the shooter crawling on the AGR rooftop. For about a full minute, the video plays and shows the shooter on the roof while people are trying to warn authorities. Lined up video with the moment in the speech shows that the crowd had spotted and was warning police for about at least 2 minutes before the shots were fired. The attendees did the right thing here, trying to alert the police, and listen to what this eyewitness has to say about it.
I noticed 2 officers that were looking for something or somebody and went and told the officer that he was up there.
Ingliosi is a former Secret Service agent, and he gave some insight into what might have happened. That it might have been possible they couldn't tell if the suspect had a rifle in hand and wanted to fire on them. They might have dispatched officers on the ground to check and confirm. I've had some time to process what has happened, and personally I feel like if you're on a restricted rooftop within 150 meters of the president, even if you're just holding your dick in your hand, you're asking to get brained. According to Butler County Sheriff Michael Sloop, this is what happened next. 2 local officers were already looking for the shooter due to what happened at the metal detectors. One officer was hoisted up by his partner by standing on his hands so he could look out over the edge of the roof to get eyes on the suspect. The second officer on the roof had both of his hands holding himself up in like a pull-up position to peer out onto the rooftop. So they encountered the shooter while he was on that roof. The gunman turned around and pointed his rifle directly at the officer, so the officer fell back down to avoid getting shot in the face. That's when the shooter took aim and fired at Trump. Now, Fox News spoke with Bill Gage. He's a 13-year veteran of the Secret Service, and Bill said, quote, "Just because someone's on a roof doesn't mean the counter sniper guys can just open fire. They operate under Graham v. Connor use of force rules." So what that means is that legally they would have to have perceived a threat in order to pull triggers and not end up getting thrown into jail potentially later. So people are going to be asking questions about the rules of engagement, use of force. Should that change, or should the Secret Service be given more resources?